Hello, hello, hello. There we go. I am muted for quite some time, and I will tell you guys everything that I said before. Okay, so agenda for today would be we're going to make a tier list, and then if we still have time, we're going to try and complete ShiroKuro Grand Assault on 3 different armor types. So yeah, we're going to make a tier list for all of the units, including the reruns up until Pina Guide. So this is the newest one from GP. Yeah, hopefully everything goes well, and we can start later, or I'll just wait for other people to join. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so as you can see here, the chat is not visible, but I'm going to encourage you guys to add some comments regarding what's our current what's our top topic. For example, we're talking about Chiaki. Can you guys drop some comments about Chiaki? What do I have? What you guys want me to add more, or did I forget something to tell or something like that? Yeah, let's have a friendly and meaningful discussion in the chat while I'm here yapping. Don't worry, I will read all of your comments while I yap here. So guys, don't worry. So yeah, we're going to start from Satsuki until Pina Guide. So that's a lot of characters. Actually, there's like lot. So I think with the newest characters, I would just briefly talk about. Oh no, the rerun characters. I would just briefly talk about them, and then for the new ones, we're going to talk a bit more about them. Farmable skiff. Niche or lunatic. Viable. Value great if max. Great to have. Okay. Hopefully, is my voice clear? Is there are there any noises that you can hear besides my voice? If there's none, that's great. Okay, so since we started a little bit early, I will be able to finish this in like 2 hours or so, and do some lunatic clears. And if we have time, we can do some variety, maybe some art nights. Because I haven't done my art nights or art nights content in a while. Okay. And no Chiaki, that's so sad. Okay, I will start now. Hopefully this will go well. Hello lads, and welcome to another tier list. Oh my god, another tier list. Everyone loves tier lists, honestly. So I'm going to make another one. And last time we evaluated every student before Hina dress. So now we're going to evaluate every single student and put them in a tier list from Chiaki and Satsuki all the way to Pina Guy, which is right as of recording of this video is the newest character that has their own banner currently running. So we're going to check them out briefly, especially the rerun units. We're going to put them in the tier list, briefly talk about them, and evaluate them based on this tier. So first one would be must have, meaning I would get this character no matter what. Okay, no matter what. By the way, this tier list is just a meta tier list and also very subjective. So this is all subject to my own opinion. Everyone has their own opinion and have their own placements for each character on this tier list. So if you guys wanted to share which character or want to if you think a character deserves which place, or if I did, or if we want to share which a specific character deserves each a specific tier, let me know in the comments. So yeah, so we have different tiers here. So must have, meta wise, this character or this student has to be in your roster no matter what, or else you're going to miss a lot. Great to have, it's a great value. It has great value, but compared to like the must haves, this one has, how can I explain this? It's a little less must have, or if that makes sense, right? It's really great to have if you have them, and if you don't, you're going to miss a lot, but not much, if that makes sense. Great if max. This is the middle tier, or we have 6 tiers. So this is the 3rd tier, which means that this character is great if you have them max. It would really benefit you if you have them max, but otherwise they're not going to perform as much as other copies from assistants. And if you're not going to plan on maxing them, might as well just borrow from your friend or from your club, if that is possible. Good value. I guess this is a lesser version of great to have. I think I could evaluate this as they have good value, but if you don't have them, you're not going to miss much, if that makes sense. And then for niche or lunatic viable, niche, which means that you're going to roll for them on a very specific scenario so far, as of the release of events or hard difficulty events in Blue Archive, they're kind of usable in just one instances in one of them, and sometimes they're only lunatic viable. And if you're going to aim for insane or torment, you actually don't need them. So those, I think those types of characters will fall into the niche tier. And then for the last one, obsolete, which means that there are a lot of students that are way better than them, and that's why they're not that good. Or they are farmable in hard stages, or their shards are purchasable on the shop or in the shop. So why bother pulling for them? So that means this tier is just straight up just skip them and farm for them if you can, or just get spooked with them and be done with it. Okay, so we're going to start with Chiaki and Satsuki, which is the current who are the newest students in Blue Archive Global as of recording of this video. So we're going to start with Chiaki. So far, Chiaki, there you go. So far, Chiaki is always or was viable. In as far as I can remember, it's Bina Urban. I don't know if ShiroKuro had a purple one. I don't remember. A purple torment or a purple insane during this period. But the most memorable one that featured Chiaki so much that to the point that EW50 or Max Chiaki would just obliterate Bina on insane in just 2 shots. 2 EX kills would be on Bina. Bina, purple insane. And that's it. Just I think so far the only thing that I as far as I can remember where Chiaki was used was purple Bina, and that was a Grand Assault. And was she good at it? Yes, because she doesn't need any crit, and if you have her max, if you can check over here that she has a lot of buffs. Basic skill gives sonic effectiveness. He also has a sub skill that gives her EX skill damage dealt by almost 50% as she activates her EX skill. Right? She also has a tremendous attack buff on her enhanced skill, especially at EW40, right? And her multipliers on her EX skill, even though the cost is expensive, it has 2,772% to damage to one enemy, and she's an AR. It does this the amount of offensive buffs that she alone has kind of compensates of the demerit of the skill. But sadly, it only applies to Orban. And the most or the only example that I can think of was Bina Urban. So I mean I love Chiaki. I really do. That's when she came out during when we have her in JP, it was during my birthday. I had to get her. Like I want her, so I pulled for her. Didn't regret it, not even once. Even though I only had like one use case for her, right? One good use case, and that's it. But I don't care. I love her, and I don't regret getting her. But meta wise, feelings aside, I think I have to put Chiaki over here. His niche and we already have someone like Nozomi, who always crits, benefits from highly benefits from Hikari, right? Highly benefits from Hikari. But I think of course Chiaki also benefits from Hikari. But um, yeah, this is a coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb situation where Nozomi is the hydrogen bomb because of her, you know, because of her tremendous buffs. Oh, Nozomi. Can't search for Nozomi. Hang on. Like, if you just check over here, he has this much damage. He also has a sonic effectiveness buffs, a sonic effectiveness buff that doesn't have any cooldown whatsoever. It just as long as it fulfills this criteria. He also has a crit damage and attack percentage buff, and he always crit. And she has crit damage as well and attack speed. Like, as much as I love Chiaki, Nexon decided that, you know what, if we're going to sell Nozomi, Nozomi is like one of the most anticipated characters in Blue Archive right now. Why not just give her a guaranteed crit and you know, we're going to generate a lot of money. So they released this kind of monstrosity, which is sad for Chiaki because, you know, yes, she's strong, but they noticed that she was way too strong, so they nerfed her by not giving her a crit on her EX skill. That's so sad. That's why I would put her on niche lunatic meta wise. Satsuki, right? Satsuki is your number one DPS when it comes to not Tiferet, Gebra, because of the defense piercing and damage that becomes stronger the more cost that you consume, or the more cost that you pay. It gives like 35% more damage for each additional cost that you pay for her skill. She also has a crit damage rest and a classic attack buff. So, right now, the only end game raid wherein she is absolutely viable is no other than Gebra. And that's it. So, if you want to really excel in Gebra, you need a max Satsuki. However, sorry for breaking my voice. However, if you think that a friend of yours or a clubmate of yours will roll spark or max for Satsuki, I think it would be just better to borrow her, right? It would just be very great to borrow her. So I will not put her in niche or lunatic viable, but I rather put her in great if max. Meaning, if you're just going to get Satsuki without any thought of racing her, might as well not do it. Save your pyroxenes and just borrow someone, or borrow a max Satsuki from your friends or from your club, right? And this statement is also applicable, highly applicable, when it comes to something like Insane or Torment. Again, if you don't really plan to max Satsuki and you have a lot of pyroxenes available and you're just going to blow all that away to max Satsuki, then by all means get her and then use her. But if you're just going to, get her for just or think about getting her when your friends have a better version of her, might as well just skip and just use it. Use that Satsuki, right? So yeah, I would just put her in great if maxed. Otherwise, just skip and use your friend Satsuki. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to proceed with the reruns. That's like 4 reruns in a row. So we're just going to thoroughly go through all of them so that we can proceed with Yuka and Noma Panjama. Okay. So Makoto. Makoto so far has been a great value when it comes to something like Chesed. And I think we recently had a Chesed Grand Assault, I believe. Or was it Grand? Or maybe on Global, rather. On Global. Global recently had a Chesed Grand Assault. And you could see that, or you can it's really visible, or it's already proven that that Makoto, even in, I think, in yellow armor, I don't know if on blue armor, that Makoto is like very useful on clearing waves. So I would put her on great to have, because you don't really need her to be maxed. Actually, you don't really need her to be maxed. 3 stars is already more than enough to kill a wave. Even if in, I think, Torment. Makoto still slaps. But I think it's much more recommended if you have her at least at EW30 to make it more consistent. But 3 stars already can stomp a lot of enemies in Chesed. High investment Makoto does just job on the blue. Okay, thank you. So Makoto can still deal a lot of damage if she is raised properly. I see. So yeah, I would say that Makoto is great to have, although that there's only one raid that will that make where she shines. But regardless, though, I think we could use her outside of raid, normal stages. Even though her cost is 6, it's just a nuke, a tactical nuke, and even at 3 stars, she's like more than useful. So I would say that she's great to have. I would say. Next one, Aqua Dress. I think when it comes to like supports like Aqua, I would really put her on great to have, because Aqua has a AoE attack, or not attack, but rather an AoE crit and crit damage, and she also acts like as a pseudo DPS. He deals a bit of a damage here. And she also has a debuffing effect. Which is nice. Which is really nice when on something like Hieronymus. Very viable on Hieronymus. So, and very already... no. And she's already useful just like Makoto at even at 3 stars. Even at 3 stars, she's already useful. So I would say that she's really great to have. Also, she's also useful in Fear of Set. She was widely used in Furious Set. I'm not sure about other on other Final Restriction bosses though. But as far as I can tell, with regards to like Fear of Set, she's like very useful. Like AoE attack or AoE crit and crit damage buff. Basically a mini original Akko, but her buff is AoE and she's a striker. And also she acts also as a mini DPS and a debuffer because of this. Okay, so great to have, I would say. There will be a Grand Assault Global in the near future, so she will get more time to shine. Yes, Exactly. Yes. Really, she's really good in Hyro and also in Set. So I would say that she's really great, a great unit to have, even at 3 stars. Next one, Ichika. I think there's only one thing that I would say about Ichika. He's a choice in lunatic Kurokage. But I think what Hanako swimsuit exists though. Mm. Hanako swimsuit exists, which make her more like a must-have on Lunatic Kurokage. So, yeah, so this solidifies her place right now. He's Lunatic viable, but outside of that, would you plan for even for Lunatic? I think most people would still stick with Torment or even Insane. So I don't know, or I guess there's like 300, 500 people who will go for in Lunatic, and yeah, of course, uh, it will be viable, but I don't know. It's Lunatic viable, but outside of that, it's not. I don't know. Not good. I mean, Hanako exists. Is Ako different? I'm not seeing people use her in that way. Hanako o di Ako. Dress Ako. In Tiferet. Give me time to think. I think full armor type. Even though Ako is special armor, I think she will die easily to Tiferet. I think. Yeah, armor type. It's the armor type. And if you're going to run Nozumi, you don't need this. You don't even need this. Tiferet, if you fulfill the conditions, Tiferet is a punching bag. Soft punching bag. To the point that you don't need this. So yeah, I would prefer having no Hikari as her support. Videos I'll use it as a gap close. Especially with... Oh, are you guys talking about Ichika? But I would say that in Torment, I don't think Ichika is like even used unless if you're really around of options. Like in Torment, the most viable strategy would be just Hanako. Or is it Hanako now? Or still Hanako, right? But yeah, Ichika is nowhere to be found, and she came back in Lunatic because of how heavy or how high the HP is. So yeah, so would you guys agree that this here is acceptable for Ichika? Yes or no? He's Lunatic viable, but he's great. A great choice in Lunatic. But if you're not going for Lunatic, you don't need Ichika. It just comes down with one question. If you're going to counter Ichika again on global, you need her in, or are you going to even try Lunatic Kurokage? If no, don't get Ichika. Just let her spook you. Okay, next one. Kasumi, same thing. I think Kasumi goes for the same thing. If you're just going for Torment, you don't need, and this too. You don't even need this too. Only need is Hanako swimsuit, and that's it. Unless that you don't have Hanako swimsuit, and you have no choice. But have bring this too. But even so, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I would just put her here. In Kasumi's case, she can use Impero since the death down. Impero. Wait, do we have a Impero Sonic armor? Did we have that? I don't think so, right? What was the last time we had Parozilla? That's the wait. I think that's the number one question that we. Oh, we had it. Sonic armor, a Sonic armored Parozilla. What's the highest difficulty? Torment? Is it Torment? Oh no! Oh yeah. Now I think about it. Yeah, we had one. I think we had one. No, I'm certain that we had one, right? Parozilla. Yep. This one. And Lunatic. I do remember this now. Yeah. We're in... I think it was also Hanako, right? I did complete this. I don't remember completing this. Pero purple into Hanako clear, yeah. But still, no. Niche, still niche. Megu. Next, Iori is just kidding. Megu. Megu is the very first fire thrower or flamethrower user, and we're expecting something like burn damage and burn ticks over time. But no, she doesn't have burn. Believe me or not, she doesn't have burn. I think there's like a very niche JFD wherein she is like she was used, but I think both servers already passed this JFD, so nah. I don't know. Megu's hot, but she's useless. She's useless right now. It would be really very nice if Megu deals burn in some way. Maybe on a unique item. Maybe on a unique item she will get the burn. Even in PvP, was Megu even good in PvP? I don't see. He dies to Kuroko. He dies to Kuroko. She dies to maybe Iori. 2 hits. He was on one PvP season. And I assume that you guys already, or we all went past that. Okay, got it. Yeah, Hanako and Kuroko just melts her. So yeah, Megu, not good. But one of the best L2Ds out there. For 2 big reasons. Anyways, Iori is... I think I would say, like, being a year 1 character. Being a year 1 character, she's still good. She's still good. Even at being a year 1. However, she's farmable. So, I don't think I would put her up. If she's not if she's not farmable, I would say she's good value. But she is. And that's for the better. That's good. That she is farmable, but I don't see the reason why you should pull for her. But still, she's a good character, and I would suggest to farm her shards. Yeah. Next one. Kotori Cheer Squad. Bro, Kotori Cheer Squad, as far as I can remember, he appeared on one JFT and never again. I don't know which JFD was it, because it was so unmemorable. And she was never used again. Never, ever. Nowhere to be found. It's just sad that her OG version has a use. Like, she has shield. OG Kotori has shield. But this one has, like, pushback. But nothing else. Red chested? Really? Guys, user in red chested? Wait. Chested already went past, right? Yeah, it already went long past. I would love to see your data on red chested. You know what? I'm going to pause my recording right now. And let me pull up my global. I wonder how you guys global. Let's see. If I see a Kotori in the top 1000, let's see. Or no, maybe top 1000 is too much of searching. Not any global. Wait, you guys had chesed recently. What the hell are you talking about? Wait, what was the chesed? I think your chesed was Kurokage. Chesed. Oh, you don't have red. Okay. Okay. You don't have red. You don't have red as an armor type. Sorry, my bad. Okay, back to the discussion. Not red. Red, it's yellow, blue, or purple. Yes. But I mean, I can just enumerate other units and do it. Arrow Bunny, although she's a yellow armor type. Aru, Nagisa, Hibiki, you know, those characters. Nonomi's, no, not Nonomi swimsuit. Hibiki cheer squad, maybe. Aruna New Year, maybe. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, just swimsuit Hanako. Yeah. Ina is also a good choice. Was also a good choice. Mutsuki was also a good choice. But even though you say red chest set, there's like a lot of units that could just replace her at any given time. And she has pushback, but I don't know if pushback helps. Right? I'm not wait. I do not actually do not remember the time when I did just said red. Because here we did it. Wait, just I don't remember this. What the fuck? Oh, I think it was the very scuffed Torment with Hanako. What was the last? Oh, what did I use here? God, I need to check the VODs, man. I don't remember this. What? I think it's just way too unmemorable to me that purple was just dog shit because we didn't have Nozomi during this time. Where you mauled Midori. Oh yeah, I didn't use Midori. I used Hanako swimsuit, I think. But top players, they used Midori. Okay. That's. But yeah, there's no really defending Kotori tier squad. He's not that good. Utaha tier squad. He had some use in Theory of Set. You also had some use in Greg. No, Greg, not Greg. Gauze. But when Kuroko showed up, he's gone. I don't know what will be a big reason to just use if you have someone like Shiroko Terra. Nah. Next one, Noah. I think Noah would be very useful in Gauss. Well, not her defense down, because Gauss doesn't have a lot of defense, unless they buff the defense on Gauss Lunatic. But rather, she also has like a target focus, which makes targeting Gauss a lot easier, and you don't have to check which is the real Gauss by checking the cards. Just have to time her EX skill. Or if you since it's really easy to determine which Gauss is it, now they added like a visual effect to it, or a visual cue, or a visual clue where it is. You can just use Noah's EX skill and target or make your units target him. But we have Izumi swimsuit that is limited, but also a cheaper target focus. I think she's falls here. I don't want to say she's a skippable unit, but I think she is one of those units that if you get her in a spook. Oh, it's okay. Sorry, Izumi, not Izuna, not Izumi. And if you get her, that will be great. If you don't have her, that's fine. Because we still have like a lot of units like Izuna swimsuit, Terino, I think that that has focus fire. And sometimes on Ghost you don't really need focus fire if you have or positioning units like Yuka Trap. But even so, yeah, focus fire is kind of rare in Blue Archive. There's like a very few units who have it. Let me check if we can filter that one out. Can debuff focus assault. Yeah, there's only 4 of them. 4. Focus fire or focus assault is a very rare debuff in the game. So yeah, I think Noah is the most free one, along with Sakurako, which has a deep some damage alongside it. But I guess we could say that Sakurako is on the other team and Noah's on the other team when we're talking about like Ghost, Torment, or Lunatic. But I think I'm good with putting her on the middle, good value. I would not say that she's completely useless because of how scarce Focus Fire is. And if we don't have her, we still have like a few better alternatives. Or few alternative tech that is not Focus Fire, which is repositioning. Okay? So yeah, I would put her in good value. Yuka Track. Oh my goodness. Yuka Track remains to be, in my own opinion, to be one of the best reposition units in the game. Not only she repositions your units, she gives shield. And shield nowadays is a very good asset. Even though it's bad, if the recipient of the shield takes a lot of damage, then the shield might as well not be existent. But still, it's there, right? The shield is there. And it's also very useful in Gauss because Gauss doesn't deal a lot of damage on shields. And when it comes to repositioning, Yuka has the most range. She has just the best utility. Of course, there's also a free-to-play version, which is I am glad that they have, which is Hizuko Swimsuit. But the main difference here is that Yuka is a striker and Hizuko is a specialist. And the AoE is, when it comes to AoE, Yuka is way bigger. Yuka is so strong that she can live in Gebra. Yes, as long as you're fulfilling the, what do you call this? The requirements on your radiator. As long as it's full and functional, Yuka doesn't die, essentially. As long as you're keeping the radiator alive and well, Yuka will not die. Because the radiator gives a lot of pretty much a very good buffs when you fulfill the conditions. Basically, your units will not, the strikers will not die if your radiator's hot. That's basically what it is. But Gebra doesn't want you to do that. So it summons pillars. It's a pain in the ass to deal with. It also summons a wave crash, on the second phase. It's going to be a pain in the ass, or it will kill your team if you didn't to fulfill the conditions of the radiator and stuff, and other stuff like that. Really fun. But yeah, Yuka, it remains to be the one of the best repositioned units out there. Not many people can do this. I think. Hang on, what's this? Buff specials, recover position, ally. There's some. I think it's been increasingly more now. Tomoe Chipao, Amy swimsuit. I think Amy swimsuit also gives barrier, right? But he gives like for 6. I think they also have a attack buff, and the healing or the barrier is kind of weaker, but it's fine. And she's a specialist, so you cannot really directly compare her to Yuka. Oi swimsuit is just her kit that you get the piercing effectiveness if you get near her. Haruna track is Haruna track. But yeah, right now, like if as of this recording in JP, I forgot to record, but oh well. I think I'll just have it on my I'll just have my pod. Never mind that. Okay. Yeah. If it what do I call this? As time goes by, Yuka is still a great unit to have, and one of those units that is a support that you would want to race as well, because of how good that she could be at higher rarity. So far, I have her at EW 30, and so far she's been like a great service. I don't totally regret getting Yuka track. So yeah, if you want to get her, and if you want to excel on something like Gebura or Gauze, might as well get her. It's really, really useful. Mario track. I think in my opinion, out of all of these striker healers in the game, I believe that Mari track is kinda lacking. The reason why she's kinda lacking is that her EX skill is not targetable. You cannot target with your EX skill. But instead, her EX skill only applies to all allies around her. That AoE is not that large. But in order to compensate with that, she has this busted 30%, or she has this boosted healing if the target or the recipient of her EX or basic skill has a 30% or less HP remaining. It is compensated by this. But it doesn't. I'm not saying that none of the or I'm not saying that Mari track is bad. By all means, all striker healers right now are very good. Senna Casual, very good. Mari Idol, the best striker healer in the game right now. Just saying, the best striker healer right now is herself. Mari Idol. Rumi has, I think she has healing overtime. She has a debuff cleanse. Or is it? Oh yeah, this one. She has a HP regen, healing overtime, and her healing bounces. Kokona has similar things with Mari Idol, and still one of the best. Oharu is a free unit and one of the best. Because she's free. because she's free, and she has an automatic basic skill that heals someone at 50 if they have 50 or less than 50 HP. And she also has better healing every 30 seconds for 20 seconds, so 10 seconds cooldown. It's just I'm just saying. Among all of the striker healers there's no bad striker healers. It's just that Mari track is kinda lacking compared out of the 6 so far. Should you get her? I would say if you want to. I think she is a good unit to have. But I'm just going to say that he is a little bit worse than most of them here. Of course, you cannot compare Kokona and Mari Idol because these two are single target. This one is kinda AoE. This one is AoE. This one is AoE. And yeah, Mari track is kinda lacking because of how her EX skill works. That's it. But she's not by any means a bad healer. There are again so far there are no bad striker healers in the game. All of them are good. It's just that Mari is just lagging behind out of the among the 5. Or she's lagging behind among the 6. And the one on the top of the race right now is herself. Amazing, right? It would be good if she didn't have blue armor. I would love for you to explain that. But anyways. Oh my god. Haruna Shrek. Yes, she has reposition. Yes, she has healing. Do you need her in Gauze? No, because healing doesn't work in Gauze. Do you need her in Gebura? Maybe. But there are far better options than her. And I think you would want to have like the DPS specialist on that slot instead of her. Right? Yeah, but I would say... But one of the best L2Ds. Just saying. But is she like a very good character? Not really. Okay, let me just explain to you real quick why he's not it. So Haruna track is basically a cheaper Fuka and doesn't heal much. Her basic skill also only triggers every 40 seconds. It's not that good. And with the 20-second duration of the defense down, it's not that good. It is not that good. What is the tier list for? Tier list of all characters up until Pina Guide. So it's a meta tier list. Yeah, Haruna, I would suggest you to just skip her. Go get her if you want to. Alright, now we're getting to the new characters once again after 30 years. So we're going to start with Yuka Panjama. Yuka Panjama is comparable to Hana's swimsuit. And the only difference here is that Yuka Panjama only works for red armor. And but Kana works for everything. However, there's like a plus to that. She has 5 more second duration than Kana. Although if you check the values here, it's a bit less. That's just a 0.1% of a percent less compared to Kana. Kana is still a bit better. But consider the following here. If you're going to use her against someone like Bina, Torment, or even Lunatic, I think Yuka is going to be your best bet. Oh, wait, hang on. What's this? Heavy armor? Oh. Oh. Just don't make her get hit. Yeah, exactly. Right, guys. Just don't let her get hit. Right? Oh. Oh. Yeah. But anyways, I think. Wait, what's the attack type for? Light. Heavy. She can survive. I'm not sure to what extent though. But yeah, I'm just telling you guys that at cost 2, if you fulfill the conditions here, that as long as she doesn't die, right? Is just a better Kana, a longer duration Kana. And she heals herself. Cool. And if she gets a healing in any shape or form, she gets a bit tankier. So yeah, Yuka is basically Kana swimsuit for red armor that has 5 more second duration without the EW40 stat. Much better if you have her at EW40 because she has debuff retention. Of course. So yeah, putting her in the tier list, I would say that she's still a debuffer. She is comparable to like Kana at red armor, so I would say that has good value. Moving on, we have Noah Panjama. So I've been running this joke for a while now, especially when it comes to like Wakamo swimsuit. So chat, which let me just rephrase it. Who would win? A big ass boat or a pillow? I'll give you 3 seconds. Time's up. You gotta hear this because he is going to be right here. So, my summary with regards to Noah Panjama is that he has half the power of her name? Fuck. Meru. He has half of Meru's capabilities when it comes to hit count. And to compensate with that, she has her EX skill is a burst DPS. It's basically a burst damage. And if you use her EX skill enough by multiple times, she's going to get a discount over that deals even more damage. Because this one, after activating her ES skill twice, increases the cost recovery, and he will make her ES skill deeper and a lot stronger. Cinema, right? So yeah, Noah is a very good weakness detection user or debuffer, and there's like on top of that, he can deal a lot of damage. Now, being a burst character means that you have to max her out. So, if you want her, if you're going to use her in Wakamo Hovercraft, if you're going to pull for her and use her in Wakamo Hovercraft, you probably want to max her out in order to stand out, make her stand out compared to like the other Noah Panjamas on your friend group or on your club. Otherwise, I would just suggest to use your friend's Noah. Just in simple as that, because you don't. I think when it comes to like the second phase for Wakamo Hovercraft, as long as you have the other units, I think it's pretty much to say that I'm pretty confident to say that you just need to have a max Noah and you should be fine. Noah is an okay target for Rio as well, which is weird. What do you mean by that? Of course, everyone's good with Rio, I guess. Wait, no. Never mind. Wait. Is there a unit that doesn't benefit much from Rio? Well, let's just exclude like some support units. But that's another discussion though. Let's get through all of this. Alright, so basically Noah is a burst unit and she's great if maxed, and if you're going to max her out, that's great. And if you don't have any plans to max her out, if you want to pull for her, just consider not pulling for her, or just borrow an assistant Noah instead. Are there any lunatic hovercraft run without her? I'm not sure. Maybe there's like someone out there who wants to take up the challenge. Band Yoshimi, long-lasting ES that doesn't need Rio, so it's Yukari. I see. All right, next one. We're going to jump into the New Year units. More specifically, the P68. So let me rest for a bit. So first one would be Aru New Year. As much as I love Aru New Year, I think I already mentioned this so many times that this Aru is the worst out of all Arus out there. So far. There's only 3 of them, and Aru New Year is probably the most beautiful one and the worst one of the bunch. I just don't get it why they designed her this way. Makoto is just a trillion times better than her. You don't need her. Aru is struggling in Lunatic. Not Lunatic. Aru is struggling on Insane. Because Insane minions spawn cubes when they die. And that that puts Aru's effort or Aru's damage contribution by half. Because she can one-shot the minion, yes, but she has to one-shot or she has to kill the cube next. And Aru's bounces only last for like 6 bounces? Was it 6 or 7? 11. But still, 11. Now think about it. If a minion spawns a cube upon death and you have to kill the cube, Aru has to kill, and Aru can only kill can only hit like 11 hits or 11 targets. So essentially, she can only kill like 5 minions. Why is Iori obsolete? Farmable. Refunds cost? Would that compensate everything that he does? Would you even benefit from the refund if she doesn't do much? What I'm trying to say here is that, of course, on extreme, Aru is kind of a monster because, you know, he makes everything go poof. But on insane, they countered Aru. They essentially countered Aru. So she can only do half of the effort that she can do compared to extreme. That makes her so bad. She's not terrible by any means. It's just that her environment makes her terrible. And don't get me I don't know. I cannot really convince me to say that Aru's high investment, she's workable. If you already have like someone like Makoto, like Nonomi, who could do a lot of like more effort than she more contribute, or they can do more contribution than she does. No, New Year Aru is still bad. She's just a speedrun on yellow chested insane team. She's just a must top scorer squad, but that's it for her. She's not even like a top scorer unit. Again, Aru has to kill the cube upon death on insane and above. That means, including the minions, she can only kill 6, right? 6 enemies. And there's a leftover cube. So, I don't know. On extreme, she's very strong because there are no cubes summoning. Or no, they didn't introduce the cube spawning mechanic. He's on the top score strat for Yellow Insane. You can check global. I see. If that's the case, then alright. I guess. Is swimsuit Oi still viable? Yeah. Although she's rarely used nowadays. Was it? I think on your chested global, I think you swimsuit Oi is still like a really must have. Okay, what's your Oh, never mind. Mika doesn't need swimsuit Oi on chested. He needs this and Isaki. And Isaki, Aru, Aricamp. I don't need, there's like more oh wait, no. Was there? I think there are some strats that use swimsuit Oi, but I don't know if it's Mika. Was it Mika? No, I'm talking about global. Global right now. Or the recent Grand Assault. Pero yellow. Oh yeah, I think I do remember her getting used. Or being utilized there. I don't like the word being used. Yeah, she was utilized there. Hello, Aru. But yeah, I will never recommend you to roll for Aru. But as an Aru fan, He's really beautiful. All right, Mutsuki New Year. I would say Mutsuki New Year is still a great unit. Still a great unit. Uh, he clears waves in gauze really easily unless she doesn't have like much investment. But still, at 3 stars, she's still like a viable asset, I would say. Mutsuki, I think I think she's between here and here, but I think she belongs here. I think she belongs absolutely over here. Great AoE unit, although very uh range is kind of confusing because of her arc shape range. So it's not really applicable to like enemies that are really near her. So it has to be a little bit far, right? A little bit far. And yeah, a solid AoE unit. He has a pocket burst damage that it like back in the or like without Kuroko and or back in the days that you have to time Mutsuki's EX or you have to time Mutsuki's basic skill, and you have to make the Pero minions line up so that Mutsuki can deal like a straight line of damage to hit all of them. And yeah, that's one of the cinema strategies out there, but it's still but it's extremely hard to do. And nowadays there's like a much better strategy to do it. Hoshino arm to be exact. So yeah, she doesn't deal as much damage as Hoshino arm, but still, when it comes to like gauze, when it comes to like normal stages even, and I think there are some strategies on PvP that you can use Mutsuki. Yeah, really extremely practical unit, I would say. Great to have. Next one, Kayoko New Year. I would say in this list that I would put her on the must-have tier. And the only reason being is that Kayoko is still one of the best mystic buffers out there. How many mystic buffers do we have right now? Can buff mystic effectiveness. Wow. Wow. That's 2 of them. 2 of them. Very in addition to that, very good EX skill, very cheap, lasts for quite some time. I think it would be much better to have her at EW 40 because of the buff retention that gives more time on her EX skill, but 40 seconds is kind of long. 40 seconds is extremely long, and once you fulfill this condition, especially on long fights, this is very good. This is extremely good. And wait, hang on. 40 seconds. What? Hang on, what? Okay. Wait, is this real? Is this... Wait, am I stupid? Hang on. I thought that skill is Sonic or Mystic Effectiveness. Am I stupid? Or was that crit? Oh, okay. Well, why did I think that she has Mystic Effectiveness on her basic skill? I don't get it. Okay, I'm just being stupid. Never mind. Okay. But yeah, she's only one of the very few units. In fact, we just checked. There's only two of them who gives Mystic Effectiveness. So I would say that she's a must-have. Period. Even at 3 stars, she's still very serviceable. Even better at EW40. But yeah, 3 stars is more than enough. Although survivability wise, if she's constantly in danger, you might want to star her up a bit. But there's like a very specific case wherein you don't that she is in danger, but otherwise I think 3-star is just more than enough. When it comes to like support like her, investment is really minimal. I think at the very least, just make her equipment or relevant equipment on their highest possible level. All right. Now we're going to proceed with Haruka New Year, and I would say that Haruka New Year is. I think I just really want to put her here or here, because one thing for sure is that, let me clear this. And she has what is this? Sub-skill cost recovery. She is 1 out of 4 specialists right now that has sub-skill. Oh no, that has a cost recovery sub-skill. And a part of that, she has a crit rest and crit damage rest. And she also has a pocket crit damage rest on her basic skill. So that makes her a sub or a second or third Gregorius unit. Or even last. And yeah, I would say that she is in I would say great value. Great value, but in my opinion, if you don't have her and you have like the rest of the other cost recovery units, I think that's fine. Is she limited though? She's not limited, right? She's not. Is she? Not, right? Yeah. She is out of thing. Yeah, regular gacha. Yeah, she's not. So that's good. So yeah, Haruka New Year is one of the very few cost recovery units, and she's a nice Gregorius unit, especially on Lunatech. And other than that, it's like a backup cost recovery unit if you need it. I don't know. I would say, yeah, I'll just put her down here. Honestly, my mind tells me to go for this. I think that's fine, right? Yeah, that's fine. All right. We're going to get through all of this rerun units for now. So, oh yeah, we've been running for we were having like rerun units left and right. So, so let's continue with Iris Maid. And one thing about Iris Maid is that she can reach the maximum damage cap right now in Blue Archive JP, and she's great if max. Next one, Momoy. When it comes to single target things, we don't have much I mean, we had ShiroKuro Torment of purple, or we had no, that it wasn't purple. It was a torment. We had ShiroKuro purple, which made her really good, and we also had a recently held Chesed Torment, which featured Momoi or Midori. Damn, I don't know. If I'm going to put them on good value, then what of Chiaki then? Like all of this units are purple, bro. Midori is kind of better than Momoi because she can use keys. Huh? Chiaki can crit. Momoi is kind of funny to use, honestly. Her attack speed is so funny. Like imagine not reloading and just barraging. Midori is just your very it's just a Nozomi before Nozomi. Huh. I don't know, man. I don't know where to put them here. Where to put in the tier list. But I think I would put them here. Momoi is the LeBron James of Blue Archive. Really depends, bro. But hello, Sayama. Okay. We're just tier listing. I would say that Midori is great if max, but we have Nozomi now. Actually, let me check something. Midori. Then Nozomi. Oh god. Nozomi. Perhaps this could be another Mika Yuzu Kasusa situation. Like Nozomi can stomp out enemies on indoor and then made Midori on field. So yeah, I think putting Midori here on the Great If Max would make a lot of sense. Right. Alright, next one. Toki Bunny, I would say, I think I already put her in a tier list so many times, but I think she's great to have because she has a lot of hits that is really useful in Titan. But actually, I would put her here. Okay. This is good. Next one. Let's move on with the newest yeah, we are with the newcomers with the release of the Millennium Expo event. So we have finally Seiya. So here's the yapper. Seiya is just a better Ui. And she has a pocket swimsuit Ui on her basic skill that increases the not tonic, but rather piercing effectiveness of someone that is nearest to her. And the reason why I'm telling you that she is a better Ui because besides of the EX skill cost down of an ally except herself, she has a additional cost recovery. That is also getting or and this cost recovery alongside with the piercing effectiveness are they can be longer, or the duration can be longer with the debuff retention on her enhanced skill at EW4. Okay, and she also has a barrier. That is a cherry top is not that special. It's not that special, but it's there. It's just a shield. That's all. And yeah, I would say that's Thea is probably a great unit and going to be at your service for years to come because of how well she does. It's just a very it's just Ui but better. Like it's just this makes her better. Just makes her a better Ui. That's it. I guess if anything, the difference would be like the armor type, but that's really about it. Next one, Asuna uniform would fall into a great to have because Asuna is just basically just I'm just saying just multiple times. It's getting annoying. Asuna uniform is basically Sakurako idol but for attack. And Asuna uniform is just a first of her kind. He's the very first unit that could directly improve the attack stat of specialist on her EX skill. She also has a sub skill that increases the attack of special units, including herself, which is very similar to Kana swimsuit. That's really similar, or that is the same as Kana swimsuit. That is also the same as Saki swimsuit. Right there. And in comparison, we have Sakurako Idol that increases the crit damage of herself and special students. And yeah, one of her kind, and I think she will do great service, especially on Gebra. Especially on someone on Gregorius. Special buffer. Yep, that's right. Just not having her attack on her EX skill makes her better than Ui. I agree. I guess Ui having that EX or that having that attack stat or attack buff on her EX skill makes you think, or makes you have to think, or makes you contemplate that you have to use Ui first before Himari or Hare. So yeah, Asuna is again one of her the first of her own and really useful on Gebera and on Gregorius. All right, next one, Hanako swimsuit is probably the best AoE Sonic unit in the game, although she's kind of tricky to use if you don't really revolve around Hanako. But I mean, what I'm trying to say here is that if you want to play Hanako on your team, or if you want to use Hanako on your team, the team has to revolve around Hanako. Because if don't, Hanako's card will be kind of annoying. Because if you don't really use her card, it's going to stay there until you exhaust all of her charges. So yeah, but even still, very spammable EX skill, very cheap, very easy to use, or the conditions for her charges are very easy. Just use other EX skill other than hers, and she also works with Rio, although a Rio Hanako card will not count will not decrease her charges, which is if you think about it, like it's a it's a tech on its own. It's actually a tech. All right. Now we're going to move on with the reinstatement or the revival of. Oh, we still have two of these. Right. All right, never mind then. I'll just put them over here and pretend that what I said didn't happen. You didn't hear what I said. All right, we're going to proceed with Rio, and Rio is currently one of the most broken units in the game. I've been using broken so many times now when it comes to like strong units, but I assure you, this broken term that I put it on Rio is it just applies, because the fact that Rio can copy someone's EX skill is already godly enough. That allows Mika, that allows Nozumi, that also allows Hanako's swimsuit, that also allows Hina to do their EX skill more times that they normally do. More times that they normally do. Hanako can potentially do like how many? 3 or 4 EX skills? If she has like all of her charges and then her Rio or her or the card generated by Rio, right? With the cards with Hina, I think if you time it right, you could have 6 Hina shots in a quick succession. Although I don't think that's enough, or that's like within a specific or in the time frame for Kisaki's or something like Kisaki's skill or anything. I'm not sure, but you get the point, right? She also with Nozumi that she can do we can do, or as you guys saw from the ShiroKuro Torment run that I had, we can do 3 Nozumi EX skills in a row or in a quick succession at the very least. So yeah, I agree. It's just basically doubles the amount of damage output that your main DPS does. The only thing that annoys me the most about Rio is that her EX skill takes so long to activate. To compensate, this skill takes 6.7 seconds. 6.7 seconds to apply. Can Rio duplicate EX of special students? No. You can only apply it to strikers. This one, target ally. You cannot target specialists, right? And this also doesn't work with Iroha's tank. No, it doesn't work. So if you guys wanted to ask me that, no, it doesn't work. But you know, maybe there's like someone who could do the same thing, but for special students. Who knows? Maybe someone like who is like an unreleased character. Nagusa? Maybe make Nagusa a support characters that could, you know, that doesn't fit with the theme of the Yaka Yoran, because all of them are strikers. Get it? But yeah, Rio is just basically cheating. He's basically just cheating because what you cannot do before, you can do it now with Rio. It's just how powerful just that powerful. And the best thing about her is that she's not a cost recovery unit. If she is, she's going to break, or she's not going to be really compatible with someone like Kisaki. I think Nexen knows that making her a cost recovery unit would be a problem. So they decided to give her a attack sub skill which is universal to everyone. Very pretty much universal. Like Mika can use it. Chiaki can use it, right? Very universal. So yeah, I would say that Rio is definitely a must-have, and really deserving for her title as the fourth anniversary, not fourth, third anniversary character. It'll be a totally new mechanic if they target the special skill card. Yeah. All right, next one. I think we have a contender against Mika. So, Neru uniform. My god. So, Neru is basically you apply the versus or the dueling status to your target, and she can spam her 4 cost EX skill for a lot of damage. He also has a basic skill that increases her piercing effectiveness. He has a attack stat stick or a attack boost on her enhanced skill. He has a straight up that increased damage dealt by 24.2%, similar to Mika, and increases the damage dealt by the EX skill by 35% more for each stack of ambition, which is obtainable from this. So basically, if you have 5 stacks of this, you have 35 times 5. That is 175% more damage, or 1.75 times more damage. So, have you seen how this works in Lunatic or in Torment? So, in terms of damage against Wakamo Hovercraft, or on the first phase of Wakamo Hovercraft, which is Wakamo herself, she can finish, or Neru can finish the fight before Wakamo runs. Before Wakamo can even run, or maybe Wakamo starts running. That's how powerful Neru is. That's how powerful she is right now. To the point that she can rival Mika. So I would say a must-have. Really a must-have. Because again, really high damage, and she can rival even Mika, who has guaranteed crit. Alright, now we're going to proceed with the Decagrammaton revival? Not really a revival. They brought back Decagrammaton, and I think at this point they put the story under Volume X. I'm not sure if this was the update, but they did it. So, we're going to check Himari and Amy swimsuit, and Himari, of course, still falls into the must-have category because, I mean, she's like a one of her kind. No one can top her right now when it comes to what she does. Although Kisaki is like her indirect rival, because Kisaki just straight up buffs EX skill damage, while Himari buffs of the overall attack. And if you check like the results from multiple raids and stuff, it is shown that Kisaki's EX skill buff is way better than Himari's because of the nature of Kisaki's buff being multiplicative compared to like Himari, which is additive. Okay, but it doesn't mean that yes, Kisaki can over damage, or Kisaki's buff can provide damage way better than Himari can do, or Himari can provide, or Yeah, something like that. But it doesn't really mean that Kisaki's like completely replace Himari, because Himari still buffs attack. What if the what if the DPS that you have doesn't then benefit from Kisaki? Then you have Himari, right? So yeah, I would say that she's still a must-have. Cost recovery, sub-skill, a tremendous, a really high attack buff for a short duration, which is improved by EW40, buff retention, and it's just straight up one of the best supports in the game. And currently being rivaled by Kisaki because of Kisaki's EX skill nature. Next one, Amy. I think Amy is a good character, and I would put her in great to have to good value. Yeah, good value. The reason being is that Amy basically does what Yuka can do, but she can move up to 6 people. He also has a attack buff on top of it. If you have her, I think a level 5 EX skill. Although the only difference between Yuka and Amy is that Yuka is a striker while Amy is a specialist, or as a special student. Which means Amy is pretty much more applicable, let's just say in final restriction releases. But I think I still see like Yuka on Tiferet as well. I also see some clears with Amy swimsuit. I think it's just interchangeable, but you get the point. Amy is more fitting on final restriction release, and if you don't really like make a career out of final restriction release, I think that's fine if you don't have her. I don't know. I don't know what scenario would fit this in. But yeah, really nice reposition unit that has barrier. Although it's kind of weaker than Yuka, it has attack buff and really applicable to final restriction release. And I think you should be fine if you don't have her. And it would be really great or really good if you get her out of nowhere. All right. We still have a lot of units to cover. So let's go with Maki, Hare, and Otama. So Maki is more of a lunatic user because in my opinion, I think Satsuki still takes it to be a one of your go-tos when it comes to Gebura. But I think Maki is going to be viable in Gebura Lunatic more than in here, or more than in Lunatic or Torment. So she's kind of niche, but she is Lunatic viable if you have her raised up. Hare, oh my god. Hare is one of the few units. Hare is probably the unit that. No, wait, let me rephrase that. If you guys remember the banner of Kuroko Terror and Hoshino Arm, they have a 3-star selector wherein you can pick a 3-star of your choice. And you can pick Hare Camp Hare. And I couldn't resist, and I got her. I claimed her with that ticket. Sadly, after that, when I did my next 10 pull, I got a copy of her. So was it worth it? No. What was it, like a waste? No. Yeah. Was it worth it? Yeah, maybe. If I knew the future, I wouldn't claim Hare on my selector ticket. But I'm not a magician. I'm not a mage. I'm just guy. I'm just a guy, man. I'm just a guy. And Maki can still do torment. Maki ignores shield. Oh yeah, I do remember that she is more of an iceberg guy. He's more of an iceberg guy than a Gamora guy. So I would say, yeah, okay. So I just remembered how Maki camp works. So she deals a single target damage to one enemy, and she ignores shield, which is really applicable to the iceberg that Gebura summons. And was it worth it? Is it worth it though? I think yes. Is it worth it to max her out in Gebura specifically? Maybe yes, because it skips you the iceberg phase, the iceberg part, essentially. I mean, you can wait for the shield to get down, and Shiroko swimsuit can one shot it easily. But someone like Maki or someone like Fubuki swimsuit can just skip that part, essentially. Yeah, she's like swimsuit's Fubuki, but since Fubuki is AoE, this one is single target. I don't know. Maybe I would put her for now on the great if max. Maybe. But if she's going to be like, I don't know. I think she's going to down here if I change my mind. Next one, Kotama. Kotama right now, as of right now, has the most CC out of the the buffers in the game. So she is a lunatic viable unit. But Torment though, I think you can still use someone like Ayoko. You can use someone like Hifumi and Fubuki's combo. Right? So I would put here. But I'm not dismissing the fact that Kotama is still a good choice. Is a choice as a choice in Torment. I'm just saying that Fubuki or Fubuki Hifumi is a is a valid combo in Torment. But I would say that when it comes to like Lunatic now, that yeah, I think Kotama is a Lunatic character more than a Torment character. Okay. Oh no. This too. So we have a newcomer. We have Jury part-timer and Senna casual. Your ass is not doing it for me. Oh yeah. Very good point. Hang on. Fuck me. I think Creative Max. Yeah, I think she will be great in if Max. Oh, okay. Alright, so Jury part-timer is more of a... He's alright. I guess on the Wakamo hovercraft. But I think Sukuyo is more, you know, practical. I would say. Like in comparison though. Yuri And then Sukuyo. The good thing about Sukuyo is that she has a defense break. She she has a defense down for 51.6% for 20 seconds. And that's only for like 7 normal attacks. Yuri has here that only lasts for 3.1 seconds. It's not that much on the CC gauge when you inflict it on Wakamo, but it's there. It's there. Free cost, whatever. And the reason why I've been comparing these two is because the stir sub skill are the same. They are essentially the same. Wherein if they are inflicted by a CC or a crowd control, they heal themselves. So if Wakamo does the multiple shots in a row that always what I call this that always confuse or that always stuns units, they will get stunned. Yes, they will get stunned, but they heal themselves. But I think when it comes to like Lunatic or Torment, Wakamo, I think if you have like low stars on them, they can be it's really hard for them to keep up. I don't know about Judy though. Huh. Judy. Like if you have Sukyu, you don't need her honestly. But I guess if she's like Lunatic, or if you're going to go for Lunatic, I guess Fury is going to be useful, I guess. Okay. I mean, she's a tank that could take on Wakamo, yeah. You can tank Wakamo any day. Anyways, I'll put her here for now. Tana Casual is one of the, or she's the one of the newest striker healers in the game, and I would say with delight that she is a very nice heal over time unit. But I think that you need to have her raised in order to make her shine, because heal over time is, those pulses of healing, if you don't have her raised or raised well, or at least EW 40 or 50, he cannot keep up against Kurokage. He cannot keep up. I would put her here honestly, but considering that he's a healer that needs to have a good amount of stat or good amount of investment to make her shine or make her do significant healing, I think I have to bring her a bit down. Not necessarily down. I would say that she's great if you max her. But if you do get her accidentally, I think that's great. I think that's great. That's great to have. All right. Next one would be. Oh my god! I don't know about this too. I don't want to evaluate this too because I think she is good. She is not that good. Same with Shigure, UE30 or bust. Yeah, kinda. Yeah. I think Serena has like tonic effectiveness, right? No, not piercing effective. Oh, it's crit damage. Wait, how do you get this? One Holy Night Blessing, 15 stacks until the end of the battle. Increase. Oshugiri Art Raptor. Hanae. Yeah, she gives a HP regen to 4 allies. Lowest HP. I think there's like some value on Serena still. Some. I don't know. But Hanae, not it. I don't know. Might as well just get fucked in the face. Sorry, I cannot take it anymore. Let's just get through all of this quickly. Alright, Izumi swimsuit, not swimsuit. Izumi New Year is probably the last New Year unit among the gourmet or the gourmet girls. She's pretty late, pretty much late to the party, and she is basically Hatsune Miku. Miku dayo, Miku dayo. Guys, do you guys want Hatsune Miku? Don't worry, guys. We have Hatsune Miku at home, and Hatsune Miku at home. Ta-da! Ta-da! Yay! Okay, let me just give you like the reason why I said that. I said so. So Hatsune Miku, she is a summoner. She summons on the field. She restores the allies' HP and increases their attack on that circular area. Hatsune Miku also restores the HP in the circular area, and she also increases the attack of all allies in the circular area as long as they stay in the range. And okay, so Izumi is just 0.6 better than. What the fuck is this 0.6, bro? What the? Okay. Okay. Every 30 seconds, she throws Mochi to one ally, increasing their crit, and then it can bounce up to 6 times. And Mix Hatsune Miku increases the crit of all allies in a circular area for 20 seconds. So I think the bouncing effect is much better than the AoE effect because you cannot really control where Hatsune Miku does her basic skill. But for Izumi, I guess it bounces, so the range doesn't matter as long as they are in the bouncing range. You know what I mean? Right? As if they're close enough, they're going to get all of them will get it. As long as they're in like close enough, right? I said that twice, but okay. Oh yeah, 37.7, 37.7. Yep. So enhanced skill increases healing and healing. Enhanced skill plus for Izumi healing and healing. 1349, 13. What the fuck is this? Are these differences? Okay, and then sub skill recovery boost by 17.3, recovery boost by 17.3. That's the reason why Izumi New Year is your Hatsune Miku at home. You guys wanted Hatsune Miku rerun? Here's your Hatsune Miku rerun. Wait, you guys are not happy? Fuck. I wish they will have a second collab though. No, that second part of what I said is not satirical. I wish they're going to have a second collab. I mean, they have Ren. They have other Vocaloid characters that they can have as a dual character, right? There's no song. Yeah, there's no song. It would be funny if the song on Izumi's EX skill is just her eating. Like you can hear like you can hear like her eating the dried fish along with the takoyaki. So you can hear like crunching noises and the chewy noises at the same time. Yep, yep. Yeah, so basically Izumi New Year is just basically I said basically twice. It's just the same as Hatsune Miku with a little difference. I think the biggest difference here is the basic skill, wherein Izumi the buff bounces from to your allies until it bounces 6 times as long as they are within range. And then for Hatsune Miku, it's just AoE, particular area, and you cannot really control this. And I think by Blue Archive logic or by Blue Archive AI, it's going to target it on someone with the lowest HP or within like the nearest range, I think. I don't know. So yeah, not good. Next one. Whoa. Okay, now we have the big tree. The big tree. Getting there. Maybe I should delete all of this rows once I'm done. Alright, so let's start off with Haruna New Year. Before, she was really great. And you know, Hina dress showed up. So she's not that shiny as you guys thought before. But still, normal stages, she's also she's an alright character. He blows up people. I would say that she's alright. Good value. She's alright. Akari New Year. I regret to this day that I didn't get her. So I'm going to tell you guys that please don't make the same mistake, and hopefully you guys get her on the 3rd anniversary. Or sometimes not that 3rd anniversary, but rather somewhere on your post. Or if you're going to get for, I'll go for I wish you the best of luck. Akari has AoE. She has an aural mystic effectiveness buff that attacks with Hayoko New Year, so they do not conflict with each other, which is great. And she also has she says summon, so you can make her a pseudo tank, I think. Akari New Year. He also has a smoke bomb. I think this is which increases the defense, which is nice. I think that's nice. It's just there. And she can also deal some damage for every 13 seconds, so she's not a dead completely just a car, you know, if you get what I mean. So yeah, increases the attack speed and mystic effectiveness, and she also has a sub skill that increases the mystic effectiveness. It's just, you know, a factory of mystic buffs. So yeah, I would say that when it comes to something like Fury of Set, something like Gauze, something like Peruzilla, I think she's one of your best bets when it comes to mystic effectiveness. Yep. Yeah, she has actual bulk. That's why I said that you can make her a tank. Not pseudo tank. Yeah, tank. Somewhat of a tank. Now, Puka New Year is, I would say, still timeless. He's still a very good character. He has a crit damage, somewhat of a crit damage. Yeah, she has a crit damage buff, so You have to be mindful of that. I think you should put focus EX skill first, and then your Akko dress or your Akko on your next buff. But other than that, she has a one-time EX skill reduction. She has a shield that is there, that which is helpful if it if it was landed correctly on the right person at the right time. And she has attack that doesn't conflict with cost recovery units. So yeah, a very solid unit. Only cost 2 to work. I think cost 3 at below level 5. But yeah, it's just your stationary, very useful unit that could have the EX skill cost of your unit, and then has a barrier as a cherry on top, which is kind of useful, especially on something like Hieronymus. If you have like a Hina strat that doesn't have any healers in it, this one really helps. Yeah, she's also a good stat stack because of this. All right, and I hope that you guys will get her. Next one. You know what? Let's take our time deleting all of this, because we're done with it. Delete. Delete. Guys, I don't think this will end. I cannot see. Oh, I can see the light now. I can see the light. I can see the light. There we go. Next one, we have Sumire part-timer, and Ray. So, Sumire part-timer, I would say that she is viable in Lunatech, Wakamo hovercraft, especially on the hovercraft section. However, if you're going to go for Torment and settle from there, and settle and be happy with Torment, you don't need Sumire. Not a single formation lunatic user, by the way. Oops, sorry. What? Really? Okay, that's sad. Alright, so she's... I would say... Yeah, I'll still put her here, I guess. Maybe someone on Global will use her on Lunatic. Who knows? But yeah, I said what I said. If you going to settle with Torment with on Wakamo hovercraft, you don't need Sumire. Period. Okay. Ray. Does anyone use Ray on Tiferet? Anyone? Any JP players here? Someone used her. Okay. Ooh. I don't know about Ray because I didn't pull for her and I haven't seen much of her. You've seen some videos up to floor 100. Is she maxed? Is she maxed? Max? I assume them she's maxed. Oh no, wait. Sorry. I think she's... EW40 or 50. Okay. So, what Ray does is that... I think we already discussed this on the Ray... on the previous episode of the Shiram Chest, wherein we talk about Ray and Sumire part-timer. So... For enemies she defeated, she increased the attack speed and the one out. And she reduces her own EX skill by 3, so she's more of a, you know, just an AoE user that has a bonus discount if you use her more, if you use her 3 times. as long as you're killing enemies. Yep, as long as you're killing enemies. And yeah, a different user, I think on Chesed Torment, on the previous Grand Assault Chesed, I think she's also was also used. But I don't know, guys. Maybe she's great if back, I guess. All right, Dress Saori. I think I would say right now, I would say that she's good. I have her at EW30 and she's doing good damage already. Thoughts on this? I mean, very straightforward AoE cost, that AoE damage cost 4. He also gives cost refund, and she increases the number of she gets faster depending on the number of daggers that she has. So she's it's all right. Yeah, good AoE. A better Ray. In terms of damage, I think I'm not sure who has the better damage. If it's Saori Dress, I would say that I would put her up here. Great if maxed. I kind of agree. Okay, I can compromise with this. Yep. But her banner's too close to the twins. Yeah. But you need her indifferent, or either Ray or Saori. Can't pick one. I think there's like also strategies with Hanako swimsuit at level 99 or level 100 or floor 100. But holy shit, she's high maintenance. One wrong move, she's dead. Because she's the main DPS in whatever she's used, and the only use is different. Great if max. Yeah. Okay. I'm good with Saori being here. Alright. Next one. I think this is the rerun for Dress 68. So the opera with love. And Aru Dress, I'm happy to say that Nexon Cook, and she is a must-have. Right now, he is one of those units that provide crit damage. And that's some crit damage. That is a lot of crit damage. He also has an attack, whatever. He also has some healing. It's alright. It's there, whatever. I would wish that this is healing, but whatever. And she also has a 30% chance to decrease the crit damage or the crit rest of the target for 15.3% for 13 seconds. Okay, it's there again, but he's a sniper. Her attack speed is not that good. He's a sniper, and you don't want to rely on this, right? But yeah, crit damage. Ooh-wee. 83.4%. I think this is like the highest crit damage that you can provide right now, if I am not mistaken. Right. That's it. If anything though, I would really wish that this is HP or healing. It doesn't make sense for her to have attack. Why? I don't get it. Why? Like, I mean, you could just say that maybe Dexton wants her to deal a little bit more damage, but nothing on her kit screams damage. She is a pseudo debuffer that has a gotcha sub skill, and her ES skill is just straight up giving crit damage to one ally, and she cannot give it. She cannot give this to herself. So why does she need this? Or I guess I could rant this all over again, right? I can rant about this all over again, but another Aru, if you just compare her to Aru you here, she has an HP that could have been her dress variant's enhanced skill. But that's just a nitpick, but it's just a major nitpick for me for this too. I just don't get it why Aru dress has attack, but still, very good crit damage buff, insane crit damage buff that lasts for so long. It's just a bummer that this one is dog shit, but yeah, the healing is there. Just ignore the healing. It's just there. It's not that much. 151. Her healing is not also that much. Where's her healing? Yeah, not that much. Wait, hang on. It's all right, but the multipliers are. Wait, hang on. No, but what I have experienced, her healing is not that much. Yeah, really, just doesn't have that much of a good healing. So ignore that. All right. Next one would be Dress Kayoko, and Dress Kayoko would be still under Great If Max. Really, a very scary character if you really think about it, but a very strict. Sorry about that. Excuse me. A very strict requirements in order to deal a lot of damage. So he needs to not get hit in order to get this crit damage buff. And if she has it, she gets crit. So basically, you don't want her to get hit, and that's it. And you want her to have her crit damage buff as well before you deal her deal damage. So yeah, very high maintenance. But if you manage to, make her not get hit by any means necessary without, thinking about it, I think she's going to deal a lot of damage. And she's an urban unit, so she's necessarily not a direct competition to Mika. Yeah, you kind of need her for Lunatic Bina. So yeah, and then I've been trying to get her shards by tapping or selecting her on the lessons or schedule, but no luck, not much luck so far. I only have her at 4 stars. Hopefully I can get her to EW 50. So yeah, but then no, she deals a lot of damage, but you need to babysit her, make her not hit herself. And by the way, if you guys are going to ask, what if she has shield? She has shield. That's a very good question. We tried that. If she has shield and she gets hit, the infiltration status is gone. Sorry. I don't know why Nexon designed it like that. It shouldn't be like that. But if you really read her sub skill, it says if attack. If attack. So if she gets hit or she gets attacked. I'm not sure about getting missed though. Does she have evasion by any means? He has some evasion. I'm not sure if evasion. Oh, that's the one that I'm not sure about. If he evades it, or she missed, or the shot against her missed. I don't know if this will remove the infiltration. Oh yeah, yes. The infiltration also remove after activation, and you have to wait for 10 more seconds to make it go up or bring it back up. And that's sometimes a pain in the ass, especially when it comes to like someone like Kisaki who's going to wait for some. You're going to wait, make Kisaki or Himari wait, for Kayoko just to bring this up. I don't know why this is a thing. Yeah, I don't know why this is a thing. Yeah, hold Rio. 10 seconds. Rio is 6 seconds. When you apply the EX skill, you have to wait 6 seconds. Yeah, great if Max correct conditions to activate her infiltration status, but if you fulfill that easily, then she should deal a lot of damage. A mod. Next one would be. I deleted them. They're gone. Wait, can I undo that? Fuck no. Okay, let's search for them. I believe it was Rumi and Mina. Where are they? Oh, you guys are here. Thank God. Alright. Mina. Mina is still good, I would say. In terms of Greg, he deals 3 debuffs on her EX skill. He has a mini DPS or burst DPS on her basic skill. Basically, if the enemy has 5 or more debuffs, this deals a lot of damage. That's good multipliers, by the way. That's good multipliers. Well, considering that she is a handgun user. But yeah, basically, essential Gregorius debuffer, good value. Next one, Rumi is one of the striker healers in the game. I would say that she's on good value. I don't think that you absolutely need her. I don't think she's great to have, but I think it's much better. I think her placement here is much better. I think she's good to have, but she's not completely necessary. She's not a requirement. If I can say that. All right, next one would be the Shupogakis. Finally, we are on the last 4 banners or 4 sets of banners. So we're going to go for Hikari first, and I would say with a delight that you need Hikari. And Nozomi being a burst DPS falls under the great if max category. So, what's the strategy here? Let's just say that you don't want the Shupogakis or you only have like enough fire scenes to get one of them. I said two with my fingers, but you need let's just say you can only get one of them. And you're unlucky enough, just like me, to get one of them. Who should you get? 100% Hikari. Because Hikari works on 3 stars. I mean, I think Waki said, someone on the chat said that Nozomi works at 3 stars still. But it would be much better if you have Nozomi at EW50. Yep. So, the strategy here again is to roll for Hikari and then borrow a max Nozomi. If you want to excel or if you want to achieve high floors on Tiferet. That's the play. And yeah, that's why I put Hikari on a must-have. Great if max on Nozomi. Alright, next one. Oh, how mighty you've fallen, brother. Saori. People were surprised. Wow, Saori can deal critical damage on her EX skill. That's so fucking strong. And she gets stronger with her squad mates. Oh my god, that's so niche. Nowadays though, Hikari is not you don't really use Atsuko on Gregorius anymore. You use Hoshino swimsuit because they take the same role on the same spot, but Hoshino makes your Hina dress go boom. Saori has strong assault on season 9 PvP. Which one? This PvP? Saori? Really? Maybe I should try it. Maybe. But, I mean, the reason why I put her on obsolete is because it's just precisely because Dress Hina exists. That's it. Same with Hiyori. These two are just, along with Misaki, are just gone from the meta. The one who is like still relevant to this day is Atsuko. But even still, Atsuko is being I don't know, getting fucked by Nexon by giving Kurokage more accuracy. More accuracy. I don't know why they did that, but I guess they realized that, oh no, Atsuko was kind of good on Torment. He's kind of good on Torment, even though that we eventually make her make Kurokage counter or armor. He's still good. Oh yeah, maybe we should add accuracy so that Atsuko won't be able to dodge. Yori is always good. Really? I don't know. I think a striker debuff, defense debuffer would be much better instead of wasting a slot just for a defense down. In my opinion. I don't know. Is anyone on from the Aryu squad farmable except Misaki? No one, right? As it bans, yeah, basically Kwaki. They they really incentivize people to roll for Senna by increasing the accuracy on Lunatic Kurokage. Just so scummy. But anyways, I think these two are just out of the meta. I don't think you should go for them or even pull for them. Right? Pull for them. Anyways, next one would... Did I accidentally delete something? Never mind. Alright, Pina Guide. Pina Guide is a very interesting unit because one thing for sure is that he is basically... It's just basically Karen uniform but better. He has defense piercing on an EW40, explosive effectiveness by 32, classic one. Karen uniform, if I may. This one is attack. Oh wait. Yeah, this is a better Karen. Wait, no. Wait, wait. Huh? Hang on. How does Guide Pina compare to Satsuki? I don't think Pina is comparable to Satsuki because of the nature of Pina's EX skill. We have to compare these two. Alright, chat. Bear with me right here because I'm going to compare the damage. Let's see. Alright. Time for computation time. Nerd time. Alright, let's see that these two have level 120. And we're dealing against Gebra. Let's just have it on Lunatic. Oh no, not the Ice Pillar. That. Gebra Lunatic. Hits. Okay, this is the HP. Okay. I think we're good. Maxed out. Talent level, let's just make it 0. Because it doesn't really change anything, honestly. And then for Karen, let's just say that we bond 20 on everyone. Maxed out. Deborah. No, we're not going to add the buffs from them. Because it's just basically, you know what? If you guys want good damage or good ass damage, sure. Asuna. X. Don't forget the sub skill. Then Sakurako. Sub skill. Sakurako. There we go, chat. I think this is good. Shiroko. There we go. What else, guys? I think we're good. Yeah. Tier 10, everything maxed. Realistic bond levels. We have other things that we can consider. Can we add hang on. And add the debuffs so you can find buff. Wait, can we have specialist? Other specialist? Oh, terrain. Okay, got it. What's Gebura's terrain? Field. Oh. Right, field. Asuna. Sakurako. Then Shiroko. Alright. We good? Are we good? Okay, let's see. So, let's consider the following now. That this guy, the Pina deals more damage the lower the HP of the target. And then for Karen, he deals a lot more damage, or times 3 the lower the current HP to the target. And if the target HP is below 20%, he gets this buffs. So, we have this as long as the 20% below 20%. Okay. So 19%. 19%. And then for Pina, 19%. Okay, who deals more damage? So, hang on. We're looking at average damage here. Minimum 0% accurate damage average. 100% maximum. We have 2.8 million. Ina has 3.5 million, provided that the HP is both at 19%. Thoughts on this? Did I miss something? This is already on. Compared to Satsuki, that's really unfair to compare to Satsuki, but fine. The most realistic comparison would be Karen, because they do the same thing, almost the same thing. But right, sure. Oh. 20, Rocco. I think that's good. Cost me 2.1 million. 2.06. Highest maximum is 3.7. Maximum for Karen is 2.8 million. Maximum for Pina Guide is 3.5 million. And this is without any cost or without any restrictions. The sub skill applied to specials. I don't know how can I put that. Is there a way? Like, there's no specials here. Let me check from on other tabs. Or let's just say what Apple did. Yeah, they have special students here, but we don't have it on this calculator. Sorry. But it doesn't really matter, does it? Just type the buff and pick the sub skill. What do you want, chat? Oh, Shiroko. Yeah, Shiroko. Sub skill. Does it matter? Wait, no. I think we need to do a user defined value for that. But again, it doesn't matter how much we add or multiply here or we add here. It doesn't really matter. Honestly, if we remove all of this, it will be the comparison would be just the same. Even if I add Hiroko's or stat shares, I don't know if they get benefited from stat shares, right? I don't know, but it still doesn't really matter because, like, even with all of the buffs, it doesn't really matter. What's really important here is their innate or their built-in multipliers. The rest doesn't matter because it just amplifies it. And if you're going to apply it to everyone, it's just basically the same. We just abstract steps. Right? I don't know. Am I stupid for saying that, or am I? Do I make sense? Do I actually make sense? Just Don't worry if you get too rude. I mean, this is like a friendly discussion. You can criticize all you want. You can correct me if I am incorrect of what I'm doing. What am I doing? Because most of the time I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying. I'm trying. Or does Gebra have a recommended debuffs that we can use? No, right? I don't think so. Oh yeah, Gebura has. No, it doesn't really still doesn't really matter here, right? But just to give you guys some, whatever, I'll just put the Gebura. And percent of enemy. Alright, there you go. If you're still curious, alright, at 90% HP for Karen and Pina Guide. So we have like an even field here. So Pina Guide has a maximum damage of 6.4 million. Karen has a maximum damage of 5.1 million. And Satsuki has a maximum damage of 6.8 million. So yeah, I would say that it is indeed that Karen Pina Guide is just a better Karen, but Satsuki still takes it just because of like the raw power that she deals, and also she's not restricted to any HP modifier or damage percentage HP modifier. That is not max. What else should I max? Tell me. Tell me, please. Should I'm putting it 19% because this is what triggers Karen. You put the heater buff. What is the heater buff? Heater buff continuously HP the all allies except the heater by 2200 by every 6 seconds. It reduces their income damage by 25%. What else? All allies. This one? Overload? Again, it doesn't matter because even if we add so many buffs, it doesn't matter. Because we're just comparing them with extra steps. This is it. This is all we have. The boss attack. We already have this. There you go. This one. If you missed it. Yeah, it's on the last of the list, so apologies for that. Yeah, I just added it earlier. But yeah, it's still the same. Even if like we add like a million buffs here, it doesn't change anything because the only thing that we are comparing here, or the most important thing, or the important factor when it comes to comparison, is their innate damage dealing, or their innate stats, without anything, or without any outside source, or any outside buffs or debuffs. Still the same. Yeah, still the same. So yeah, it's a very I apologize for going so far just to compare Pina, Karen, and Satsuki, but yeah, you probably have like a good idea why Pina is just a better Karen. Is she obsolete? No. Is she very niche? Currently, yes. Because right now, Lunatic was like months ago. and they're just releasing this. So they're going to be really useful on Lunatic very soon, because we have a lot of options now compared to last time, because we only have a few. We only have a few of them who could deal damage to Gebra, and notably Satsuki. That's it. And I'm just glad that they're adding more Gebra units. But do you need Pina on Torment? Maybe, if you're going for one pan. Do you need Pina on Insane if you can borrow a Satsuki? Or even in Torment, if you can borrow a max Satsuki. I don't think you need Pina right now. If you're going to go for Lunatic, yes, you need Pina. Yes. So yeah, that's my evaluation right now on Pina. We haven't seen her yet in actual playthrough or gameplay of Gebra, because he was released way after Gebra. So we just have to wait. Okay. So until then, she's Lunatic viable for sure. But if you're going to go for at least just Insane or Torment, I don't think you would need Pina, but 100% you would need Satsuki. All right, next one. Tsubaki guide. I would say, from what I can see from pure set clears, he's good. Good range. Oh, maybe we should get rid of this now. He has good range, actually. He has good range. She has an AoE attack buff, and she also heals someone and increase their crit rest. It's whatever, but it's there. Healing increased at EW40 and then increase everyone's attack. It's just, it's just Kotama with more range. And it's even Kotama can stack with Tsubaki. So yeah, Tsubaki is not a bad character, but she's more of an higher floor character. Yeah, higher floor. She's also used on speedrun set and Wakamo both. I see. So yeah, I would say she's not a bad support, but rather a really good one. AoE, although this doesn't this conflicts with Hoshino's AoE buff, because they have the same source and the same nature of same nature. So yeah, please be mindful of. So yeah, there we go. They do the same damage at max potential, which includes max low HP. What do we mean, like same damage? Like same numbers? Same numbers, or just similar numbers? If you're if you're telling me similar numbers, we got the same thing. I think Pina got like around 6 million. Also the same with Satsuki. Almost the same. Okay, got it. Oh, Omika. Alright. Omika is one of the many victims of Shiroko terror, and that includes Otaha cheerleader. I'm so sorry. But I think there are some strategies that also involves Omika, right? Or is it just also gone? Yeah, she was literally made for set, but Kuroko steps in and she'll be like, "Yup, I'm gonna take this job." So yeah, sorry, Omika. And that's it. I think I'm happy with this tier list. So let's have a quick rundown. So for the must-have, we have Kayoko New Year, Seiya, Hanako swimsuit, Rio, Neru uniform, Himari, Hare camp, Akari New Year, Boka New Year, Aru dress, and Hikari. Then great to have, we have Makoto, Ako dress, Yuka track, Mutsuki New Year, Asuna uniform, and Atsuko. And great if maxed. That means that it would be much better if they are maxed. Otherwise, just borrow from an assistant. So we have Tatsuki, Noah Panjama, Maid Aris, Midori Maid, Maki Camp, Kotama Camp, Sena Casual, I can barely keep up, Ray, Sauri Dress, Ayoko Dress, and Nozumi. For good value, yes, this is here for upcoming banners. For good value, we have Noah, Mari Track, Yuka Panjama. Yuka Panjama. Hang on, guys. I'm contemplating with if I should move her up. Hang on. I'll put you here. Yeah. I think she's great to have, honestly. Yeah, I think no, I have to do it. I think yeah. Yeah. I think Yoka has to be great to have. Okay, here we go. And then we let's continue. We have Haruka New Year, Toki Bunny, Amy Swimsuit, Terika Christmas, Haruna New Year, Mina, Rumi, and Tsubaki Guide. And then for the niche and lunatic viable, meaning they are kinda niche or very good on one specific scenario but not everywhere else, or they are lunatic viable, that means it's your if you're going to go for lunatic, go get them, but if not, better just not go for them for now. So we have Yaki, Ichika, Kasumi, I think that's her name. Yeah, Kasumi, Momoy Maid, Yuri part-timer, Sumire part-timer, and Pina guy. And then we have the lowest out of the tier list, the obsolete and the farmable or hard skip category. We have Megu, Yori, Kotori Cheer Squad, Cheer Squad, Otaha Cheer Squad, Haruna Track, Aru New Year, Anai Christmas, Izumi New Year, Yori, Tauri, and finally Omega. Now, once again, if you guys have any objections or any comments regarding this tier list, you may comment down below and share your thoughts to the class. And you may agree to disagree, or disagree to agree. I don't know what is the term. You may agree or disagree to my tier list. I mean, I already said that this is completely subjective, and if you guys think a character deserves a specific tier, let me know again in the comments. And yeah, that will be it for all of the banners for Blue Archive Global up until Penal Guide. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Alright, that was scuff, honestly, but I think I'm happy with my tier list. Yep. And I'm done recording. That recording was like 2 hours, by the way. 2 fucking hours. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I should I don't know if I have the time to splice all of them into a video. Between all of the purple single targets, is there one that stands above all the rest, Nozumi? Or are they all good given their terrain? Nozumi for indoors. Indoors. Where is she? I raced you, god damn it. Where are you? Okay. Nozomi indoors. Momoy made on field. I found a different strat for ShiroKuro. It's already 12? What the fuck? Oh, Midori, not Momoy. Or the green Momoy. Gotcha. I'm so sorry, green Momoy. My fault for not calling you by your name. Shit. Sorry. Alright, so we recently got Aru to Bond 95. So I'll see you guys in 2 months to get her to 96. 2 months. 2 months minimum or maximum. As long as I keep tapping Aru every day, at least 5 to 6 times a day, I should be able to get her to 96 in 2 months. 2 months is a long time, holy shit. Alright, I'm not really in the mood for completing ShiroKuro. Maybe I'll do that on Monday. Yeah, Monday is a good time. And what do you guys want to do? I, 2 months. Yeah, for sure, 2 months. Okay, so plans for tomorrow. I will go to a convention called FanFest, which will be held in Juan Ayala in Makati. If you guys are from the Philippines, it will be held there. I will attend, or I will go there with my friends, and yeah, I'll see what I can do. I have nothing planned for like content. I just want to go there as a regular con goer. I have no plans. So if you guys are going to snipe me on that convention, I will just treat me normally. Are going to be able to play after Shuplo Disaster? Oh, okay, good question though. Alright, so I got both of them after 250 pulls, so that means I'm not as salty as before, but I am still salty. However, I decided on one thing. I will revoke what I said before, that I will completely stop supporting the game financially. But rather, what I'm going to do right now is that I will only buy the half monthly and the monthly and the monthly pack. So those 2 packs that you buy monthly, that gives you like a few pyroxenes per day and free access to the scrimmages. However, I will never buy anything else ever again, including selector tickets. I'm done. I don't want to wail on this game any further than that. I think that's like really healthy. But I think it would be much better if I stop playing. If I stop wailing on this game completely. It would be much better. But I think if I stop wailing for monthly packs, I will get behind, or I will be left behind. Tomorrow is the mini live. We'll stream it. Yes, I have a YouTube stream coming up, which is going to be 30 minutes after. Oh, not this. What the fuck is it? This one. The mini program watch party. Of you guys, just if you guys want to take part or join the watch party, yeah, I'm just going to notify all of you guys on the Discord server. And if you want, you can click the notify me. I don't know if you want to get notified. Any predictions? We will make a bingo card 30 minutes before the live stream. That's why I posted, or I plan to start the stream at 5:30 in the afternoon. So yeah, I hope you guys will collect some or gather up some predictions that we will put on the bingo card for tomorrow. Okay, but my biggest scopium right now is a PC client, 100% PC client. I mean, Global got it. Why not JP? Okay. Right? And it's a mini event, a mini program, so I'm not expecting much from the units, or if there's going to be unlimited ones. Hopefully there's it's just a regular event on top of big announcements, including the PC client update or PC client announcement. Hopefully. So yeah, hopefully we will see you on this watch party. All right, cool. And if you guys are wondering why there's multiple characters that are almost not related to Blue Archive, let me tell you something. It's a joke. I mean, we got Ogre Cap right there, my goat right now. I mean, I've been watching Cinderella Grey, the anime. Kiryu-san, Kazuma Kiryu doing the thumbs up. Yeah. Song Jing-woo from Solo Leveling. Oh my god. Song Jing-woo from Solo Leveling. Oh my god. And Mr. House MD, the house. Yeah. And Steve, Minecraft Steve. Okay, that's quite a lineup, guys. It will be funny if there's multiple characters behind me staring at you guys. No, I don't want to ruin the immersion. I'll be just by myself and just think about these characters watching alongside you, right? Especially Ogre Cap. Speaking of other gachas, I have a couple of gachas that I want to try, including Uma Musume. Uma Musume Gakuen Idol Master. Although I don't think they will ever make a global version of that, the Idol Master one. I also signed up for beta tests for Stella Sora. I think it's the Neverness to Everness game. I also signed up for what else? Hopefully the Ananta, if they're going to have a beta version or a technical test. Hopefully I'll get that. And once we try those games, I will stream it live on YouTube. Star Resonance, what's that? Yeah, I will just try the new gachas, but if I'm going to commit to them, will be depending on how good they are. Yeah. Oh yeah, Blue Protocol. Blue Protocol will also arrive on EN. But isn't it Blue Protocol died on JP? Hang on. Blue Protocol JP EOS. Yeah, it shut down last January. And they going to try it again on global. What? I wonder what will happen. happen, bro. Considering on how bad the reception of Japanese players or of the Japanese market on that game that caused it to die, and they're just trying they're going to try shoot their shot on global. I wonder what will happen tomorrow's stream. I'm excited. Oh, they were bought by the Chinese? Don't say it like that. Come on. Bought by a Chinese company? Is that true? Oh, Blue Protocol Star Resonant. This the game? Is it? Yeah, it says Blue Protocol Star Resonance. Bokura's rebranding of Bandai Namco's cancelled MMORPG is getting a global release. Originally spotted as Star Resonance last year, Tencent spin-off, still set in the world of blah blah blah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not no expectations on Star Resonance. Not that excited, but I am open for surprises. I could be surprised. Maybe they cooked this time around. If hardcore JP players think it's bad, and then it's bad, we'll see. Maybe they change things, or they just release the same garbage. Who knows? Just going to happen. There's going to be like two likely outcomes for this for them of them releasing this game again. It's just going to flop again, or they just improve the game, or make it better, make it more fun, and they find success on global time around. It's just two possibilities. Ananta looks really nice. I just hope it's not Tower of Fantasy kind of flop. Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully it's not that. It's not flop, or hopefully it's not overhyped. Hopefully the hype was like the hype was meets the expectations. Like the hype or the expectations exceeds the hype. There you go. Because if people are overwhelmed by despite the hype, that it's going to be a bad thing, bro. It's going to be a bad thing. You guys had a hype announcement with the game, and this just going to give us a subpar product, then people are not going to like it. Of course. Of course. Hang on, let me talk to someone. Or DM someone. Azure Promilia? Yeah, I'll try it. Yeah. Back in the day, we used to have a series called Trying Out Gacha Games, where in like one stream we're going to try multiple gacha games at the same time, or not the same time, on the same stream. We did that for Snowbreak, Tak Op. We also tried that for Higan Irutil. We also tried that on what else? I haven't tried Nimbus. Maybe I should add Nimbus to the list of games that we should try. Oh yeah, the new Honkai IP that is like that is a Pokemon catch no, a monster catcher type. That's cool. You're going to explore that genre. Silver Palace? Oh, yeah. I also signed up for this. I also signed up for the pre-registration. This one, yeah. This one with the cool ass fucking environment. Yeah. This one's pretty dope. Yeah, the AOS, sadly. I wonder why. Maybe it's just people were not really digging the gameplay or something. Or there's like lack of content, which I doubt. Maybe that's a possibility. What else? Sorry. Limbo's story is good. Yeah, I heard. Yeah. Any new Nexon game? I don't know. No info. I do not work for Nexon. I don't work for them. And if they sponsor me, that would be cool. But why would they sponsor me? They can sponsor a better person or a more bigger channel. Is it Project RX? Okay. What else should I talk about? Maybe before I go, let me just tell you guys something. It's not related about anything bad. It's just I want to hear something funny. Okay. So I was bored and then we strolled around with my friend around the town, and then we bought some stuff. And one of them is a halo halo. If you guys don't know, in the Philippines we have a halo halo wherein it's shaved ice with a lot of fruits or some fruits, ice cream, leche flan. Let's just call it something like this. In English, I think this is Filipino shaved ice dessert, or this is mixed fruits. So yeah, halo halo. We were looking for halo halo and then we found one, and then I bought a 90 peso halo halo, and 90 peso is around just to make things straight. It's just $1.60, $1.60, really cheap, relatively cheap for you guys, but for me, 90 pesos all right. 90, it's all right. And then they served me a huge ass cup, a really huge ass cup that is full of like mix of fruits, beans. I think there's no ice cream there, but yeah, shaved ice, a lot of shaved ice, and all of that stuff. And this is how large it was. This is how large bean not what was those beans? Those beans will you need? Uh beans 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 like this. You see that like that. That one. Red beans. There we go, red beans. And this is what like the size of it. Like imagine a cup full of shaved ice and all of those ingredients except for the ice cream. It didn't have ice cream. And because it was full, the vendor decided to have the milk on a plastic bag, a small plastic bag, and for me to pour it in. And it was so full, and this is a comparison. This is compared to I think this is a grande drink from Starbucks. The grande drink from Starbucks. This is how big this is. And then we tried to pour it down to a glass of a huge glass, but it didn't work because with just the ingredients itself, it filled out a large glass, and we have to get a huge bowl, pour everything in. But the bowl got full. Yeah, it was too much. A 90 peso halo halo was too much for us. But it's really fine. It's alright. It's it's halo halo. It's sweet. It's a dessert after all. But it was too much. It was so fucking much. But yeah, it was like in comparison to like other halo halo stores around my area. The 90 peso one is relatively very fucking cheap. And considering the monstrosity of it, like, the value is just really good. It was just too much for me though. It was too much. I underestimated the largeness or the sheer size of that cup. I underestimated it. So yeah, that's like the story of my recent halo halo adventure. And when I check like Food Panda or Grab, like the nearest store that sells halo halo sells for like 200 pesos, for like $4. $4, man. Jesus Christ. 200 pesos for a cup of halo halo. Sheesh. Not worth it. I mean, it should be good, right? It should be a luxury one, I suppose. Like more complete ingredients compared to like the 90 peso one. But the 90 peso one was too much, and it's just bang for the buck. I agree. Anyways, anything that should I yap about? Also, we also bought something like this. This is a don't be disgusted by this, right? Not yet. Don't do it. This is basically corn with sugar and powdered cheese. Have you guys had this snack before? Well, I used to no I already had this. Like the most recent one was like the other day. So yeah, basically sweet corn. Sweet easy corn. It was good. Kind of expensive for the size. It's like 20 pesos. I think you don't really get like the worth of something if you guys don't really experience it firsthand or like gauge it firsthand. What else? Yeah, that's it. I have nothing else to say. All right. Okay, tomorrow we will I will go to FanFest, and I will go home by at 4 o'clock. Hopefully, I can be on time with the watch party. If I'm going to be late, I'm just going to start it regardless. Hopefully, I'm not going to be super late. Because I'm just interested with the in-game stuff. So yeah. If anyone's going to FanFest on Ayala Malls, Makati, on Ayala to be exact, I'll see you guys there. And for the meantime, please look forward to the watch party for the mini program. That's it for now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone, or have a good day. Yeah, I'm going to rest now because I will go. We will go there at 10 o'clock and leave as soon as 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon, depending if we got really bored there. It really depends. Conventions are something that I genuinely enjoy, but I don't really stay there for way too much, for way too much time. I mean, it gets crowded, especially on like bigger conventions. But I think this one is relatively smaller than the ones that I used to attend to. But yeah, hopefully I'll be in time. I'll try my best, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye bye. Bye bye. And hopefully I didn't forget any gacha games. Oh yeah, Arc Knights. Fuck me. All right. Bye bye. Up to my Arc Knights. Voice.